Chickens! Today, we're taking a look at the new LEGO Star Wars UCS TIE Interceptor, releasing on May the 1st if you're a LEGO insider and on May the 4th for everybody else. This LEGO set is 1,931 pieces and will retail for $229.99. Thanks so much to the LEGO Group for sending this set over to me for review. All thoughts and opinions are my own. I'm going to give you one high-level thought before I dive in. This LEGO set is everything that last year's UCS X-Wing should have been, in almost every way. And so I'll touch on that a few times throughout, but let's just get going. This set only had one booklet. It's a little chunk. I've been really impressed with the art that they've used for both the box and the instruction booklet. Just the dramatic lighting is really cool. Here is the sticker sheet. Y'all, they made me put 15 of the tiniest stickers. Oh my God. I digress. I'll get into that later. Opening the booklet, here's a little blurb from Jens, the LEGO Star Wars creative director, and a movie still of the TIE Interceptor with a Death Star in the background. How sick does that look? The next couple of pages have some more in-universe info on the TIE ship itself, another great art page, and then finally another blurb, this time from Henrik Anderson, the LEGO Star Wars design master, who also worked on the first UCS TIE Interceptor back in 2000. They go even further, showing you some more features on this set before you build it, and showing you an example of how to properly hold your TIE if you're swooshing it around. There's also a teaser of the Ultimate Insider's Guide, The Force of Creativity, deluxe book package with collectible prints that is going to release for the LEGO Star Wars 25th anniversary this year and dropping in July. I always appreciate the love and care that goes into the larger UCS set booklets because I'm a nerd, and the more information I can have about a thing I like, the more fun it is for me. Now let's discuss the elephant in the room, or the UCS TIE Interceptor in the room. I don't know if you've noticed, you probably didn't, but it's been sitting right behind me. Let's go grab him. Here he is. I don't know, how do people normally talk about ships? I think they talk about them like they're women, right? I like to think this is a little guy. So this was 22 bags of LEGO building bliss. I'll admit, I built this almost right away. I was just so excited. If you caught my unboxing video that I posted earlier this week, I was just way too excited to build this. So I've had this sitting around for like a month, a little over a month at this point. This is a really good looking ship. Look at these like corners, these sharp edges. I cannot get over how freaking cool this looks. The stability of it sitting on the stand, like, again, this UCS TIE is everything that the UCS X-Wing should have been, and in my opinion, just fell short of. While the X-Wing was like sharp looking, it really suffered from sagginess, wobbliness, and in general, looking like a giant mosquito on a stand that would literally fall apart if you looked at it wrong. But this guy here, this is the prom king. I don't know why I just made like a prom reference, but whatever. All right, so in the first few bags is when you're building the center of this ship, which is the sphere. This is where the entire sticker sheets go. So all 15 stickers are internal. Kind of nice, not something you have to look at. In some instances, like the LEGO UCS Venator, where the stickers are external, it's just kind of an eyesore, especially when the colors don't match up. And honestly, if you're the kind of person who hates stickers and doesn't care having a sticker sheet just sitting around, you don't even have to apply them unless you're going to be opening the cockpit often. Check out this really beautiful printed viewport, this windscreen in the front, and then the hatch on the top, also a beautiful printed part. Just stunning. And for now, I'm going to remove this windscreen and then open up the hatch so we can take a look inside. Of note, when I remove the front viewport, the whole like cockpit control area comes out. Not the worst thing ever, and it goes back on pretty easily. And so in here you can see 3 of the stickers. One of them was this tiny circle. Unfortunately, I ruined it because I put it way too crooked first, and then I just reapplied it. And you know what? I was like, whatever. It's not like I'm going to be looking at this part of the build that much anyway. Through the top side, you can see the 10 stickers on the sides inside. It's honestly nice and roomy in here for our TIE Pilot, which we'll look at in a sec when we look at the stand, but a really just detailed engine section on the inside with internal gribbling. Plenty of room in here for our TIE Pilot. Let's close the hatch back up, put the viewport back on, and just admire the technique used to achieve this spherical shape on the outside. This here is the 24-year difference in LEGO building techniques because of new parts. Just phenomenal. I was really curious how this was going to come together, and it did not disappoint. You sort of make these panels on hinges and apply them to the base, and then you kind of fold them in to close them up. Things like that are just so satisfying to me. And so before you start building the wings, you actually build the stand so that you can start adding the parts to the ship while it's on the stand. So it's well balanced, and honestly, it's kind of funny, but without the wings, this looks like a giant wrapped candy. You know what I'm talking about? As you're building the wings, I mean, you can clearly tell here that it's basically 3 of these solar panels per side, so 6 panels total. It does want you to like add them to the set while it's on the the stand as you go, I personally would not recommend that. What I was doing is that I would build one panel on one side, and then as was the pattern throughout the book, the next bag was the next panel. So then I would just add the two panels at the same time so there was even weight distribution, just because when I put one panel on one side without the other one, I could see a little bit of stress, and I really didn't want something to compromise the stand for this build. So if I built one side, I would wait to put it on until I built the other side of it and then attach both of them at the same time, just so the weight distribution was even. So let's take a look at these beautiful wings. The first two bags right after you build the stand are these middle center panels. Honestly, it should be a crime that there is so much incredible gribbling and texture on the inside of those panels specifically. Look at this going on in here. It was just so intricate and actually cool to put together. Sometimes things like that can be really tedious, but I had a lot of fun. Alongside the outside of the wing, there are these 2x4 sloped elements to frame the bent solar wings. And taking a step back to like the middle panel over here, there's these two shovel pieces for the advanced targeting sensors. I just love creative parts usage. These shovels were also used in the UCS TIE Interceptor from the year 2000 though. And fun fact, in that set, it was the first time a special element was used for a purpose other than its original use. So clever parts usage. Here's a closer look at the texture along this side, and then moving along down to the wingtip blaster cannons that use a combination of lightsaber and blaster parts. Oh my gosh. So I hope I've covered everything about the ship itself that I meant to cover. If I missed something, please drop it in the comments and I'll try to address it as best as I can. Now let's take a look at the stand that came with this build. I want to reiterate again what I've said, I think twice in this video now, that this set is everything that the UCS X-Wing should have been. The stand on that X-Wing was horrible. It came apart constantly. And this stand is just so sturdy. It looks a lot better. And look at how easily this comes on and off of the stand. Like, that was so painless. Look at how I'm just lifting, and it'd be so funny if this fell. But anyways, look at this. This is so sturdy. I could not do this with the UCS X-Wing. I know you're gonna ask, but no, you cannot face this to the sides without modifying the stand in some way because of the weight distribution. Now, there was an example of how to hold it in the instruction booklet, so let's test this right now, shall we? You hold it like this. Actually, I don't know that I wanna test it now. I'm not gonna sit this down. I don't want these to bend more than they should. I'm sure you also saw the Lego promo reel that they posted to Instagram where everybody's just like, that was stupid. I might cut that out. Where were we? Oh yeah, the stand. Here we have our TIE Interceptor plaque printed, as has been the custom for about a year now, maybe 2 years, and thank goodness. And there were comments about whether or not there was a dimple in the center of this plaque, since it appears to be photoshopped out in the box art, and there is in fact a dimple. Take that as you will, doesn't bother me, but definitely kind of wish it wasn't there and that they wouldn't photoshop it out of the box. Here's the TIE Pilot minifigure with a new arm print and is exclusive to this set, according to Henrik in the instruction booklet. Here's the head underneath. Honestly, this TIE Pilot looks incredible. I believe there was only one other TIE Pilot with arm printing, and as always, correct me if I'm wrong, but it was in the UCS TIE Fighter from 2015. Next to the TIE Pilot on the stand is this adorable mouse droid. And of course, on the other side is the 25th anniversary of LEGO Star Wars celebratory brick. Okay, everyone, tell me your thoughts. Are you hyped? Because I was super hyped. I do highly recommend this LEGO set. I even think that the price of this set is very reasonable. I just in general am a huge fan of UCS sets for under $300, like the X-Wing and the Land Speeder, which is part of why I was so disappointed that the X-Wing was just not up to par. I actually ended up selling that earlier this year just because I was like, I don't even like this set. I can't even move it around without being scared that it's gonna fall apart. While I'm here, I may as well just show you the gift with purchase droid carrier that's gonna be available on May the 1st. I haven't had a chance to build this yet, so keep an eye out if you wanna see a video about this. I can post one. This is set 40686, the Trade Federation troop carrier. It has 2 pilot battle droids and 6 battle droids. Looks like it's just a carrier and the backdrop, probably Naboo. Pretty cool. It looks like the carrier part of the droids slides out and then, you know, you can unfold them. So yeah, this is releasing on May the 1st as well. The threshold for this is $160 USD, which you will absolutely qualify for if you do end up picking up the UCS TIE Interceptor. Remember, usually on May the 4th, there's also like double VIP points for Star Wars sets, sometimes triple VIP points for like older Star Wars sets that they're trying to get off the shelves. I think last year I was able to get that $40 or $30 4+ Ewok ATST set, and I was like, I'll take that for 5 times VIP points. And side note, I'm honestly shocked that this is not a LEGO set. Like, this should be a LEGO set. Anywho, thanks again for watching. If you've made it this far, please hit the thumbs up button on this video. It really helps my channel. If you like what you see, hit the subscribe button. I would love to have you here. I'm always open to constructive criticism about the editing style of my videos, or maybe missing some points, but I'm definitely not here for any comments about whether or not I am a legit Star Wars fan, especially if the only reason you're questioning whether or not I'm a legit LEGO Star Wars fan is because our opinions differ on a LEGO set. Bye!